Yo, welcome back to the channel. So we've made it. We're pretty much in Antananarivo, about maybe 15 kilometers, 17 kilometers away from Tana. It's close enough for my liking because my car is broken yet again. I've got I don't know what it is, I don't know what the piece is, but on the right wheel it's like a stabilizer and it's snapped. So whenever you go over a bump now, if you're going like, you know, above 20-30 kilometers an hour, it throws you to the left or to the right, whichever way your wheels are pointing, and throw you onto the other side of the road. So not too clever. So I need to find a place where I can buy a new piece for it, take it to a mechanic and get it fitted on so that it's ready for my next journey after I get back from the UK. Not been a bad journey really, it's been alright. I don't know why the piece couldn't brake in Nosy Be. I don't know why it has to brake on the road here, coming in here, but kind of slowed us down a bit because obviously you can't go ridiculous speeds. Just the way it is. Oh, somebody's died here, some dead body on the top of that taxi bus there. You can tell by the flag, they always have a flag on the taxi bus if somebody's died. Put them in a coffin, put them on the roof of the taxi bus with the other baggage, and then they take them wherever they need to go, wherever they come from or wherever they need to be buried. You've got everything here though, you've got badgers and push-pushes here. There's no push-pushes in the centre of Antananarivo. There's another dead person on the top of the next taxi bus. What is going on? Dropping like flies at the moment. Yeah, on the top of this one here, this blue taxi bus, another one. No funeral cars as such in Madagascar. They either use taxi buses if it's a long distance, or they use a pickup truck to put the coffin on, or even they just carry it down the street to the cemetery or the burial tombs area, wherever they're burying them. Kind of like a celebration, a funeral in Madagascar. They love a funeral, Madagascar. Like, they can't wait for somebody to die in the family so they can go to a funeral and have a few drinks and have a few days off work and celebrate with the family. Not celebrate the death, but celebrate the life of the deceased. They love a funeral more so than a wedding, I think, to be honest with you. Weddings are like a one-day occasion. Funerals, they're a 3-day occasion. Done 881 kilometers since Nosy Be. So Nosy Be to Antananarivo is 905 kilometers, I do believe. It took me, I started yesterday morning at, let's say 7:30. I got off the boat and set off at 7:30. I've had, last night I slept for about 5 hours, 6 hours maximum, and it's now 11:30 in the following morning. So it's around about 22 hours of driving, I guess, something like that. You can do Tana to Liar in 18 hours if you're driving a car. Like on a taxi bus it's about 24-hour journey. So I've done pretty well really, considering. I did cheat a bit though, because last night I picked up a passenger at a petrol station. The manager of a petrol station who was relocating to another petrol station, going from Gallina petrol station to Shell to work for them as the manager of Shell petrol station. And I was tired, like, so I said, do you want to drive? So he drove for about an hour back to his house. That's when I parked up for about 5 hours, had a sleep, and set off again this morning. Lovely day, like, that's the good thing about Madagascar, about living in Madagascar, is it's just a lovely day every day. Every day's a sunny day, you hardly get any rainy days. And if it does rain, it doesn't generally rain all day. It might rain in the rainy season, it might only rain for like an hour or two. For some strange reason in Nosy Be, most of the rainy season is in the night time, between like 12 at night or 11 at night and 5 in the morning. I like to overtake this taxi bus, but with me steering the way it is, like, it's alright as long as there's no potholes. You hit a pothole though, it chucks you left or chucks you right, whichever way it feels like. There's plenty of potholes just ahead. A little tiny 600cc car. Don't see many of them. Stop this camera from shaking around a little bit. Sorry for the bad camera work. I'm only a beginner. Don't shoot me. "26 kilometers to Tana, to the centre." But Tana's a massive city, so as you can imagine, about 10 or 12 kilometers of that is just the outside bits of Tana, from the centre to the outside bit of it. The lorry's put his indicator on the right hand side to say it's clear, you can overtake, but not a lot of room, like. I was going to remortgage me shop that I've got, get the money out of it, but I've found out like you can't remortgage a property that's empty and the tenant's moved out, and you need to prove like it's been people living there and people renting the shop, I mean, to get a mortgage. So that's a bit of a problem. So I'm probably going to sell it. I think I'm going to stick it in auction and get rid of it, because it's got a little bit of damp as well, which has been there for years. I try to get rid of it every few years. I dig the walls out and inject them and try and get rid of the damp, and it works for a few years and then it's back again. So I think I'll get rid of it. There's always plenty of other investments that I can do. I can always buy another buy-to-let if I want. I was considering buying another buy-to-let as well. I'm thinking of not doing that as well, because it's just a rip-off. The British government's just an absolute joke of a government. Like, they're just money hungry. They don't like landlords in Britain. If you buy a second property, they tax you like 3% of the purchase cost, and that's like all the year's income gone direct, isn't it? On top of that, you've got the fees for the mortgage arrangement, which could be 3%, so there's another year gone. You've got capital gains when you sell it. I don't know, like, you know, and then you got to pay tax on it, and I'm a basic rate taxpayer, so if I go up to a high rate taxpayer, I'm going to have to pay 40%, and then on top of that, I've got the problem with the mortgage interest, where the British government says if you earn, like, say you get £10,000 in rental income in a year, they say, oh, that's great, that's taxable. And what you used to be able to do is say, oh, well, I've got £5,000 of that is mortgage interest. And so the British government would turn around and say, oh, okay, then you only have to pay tax on 5,000. Obviously, you can write off the any costs of maintaining the property and things. But they've turned around now and said, oh, what you need to do is pay tax on the £10,000 rental income, the whole lot. You can't write your interest off, even though it's a business cost. So it's kind of getting double taxed. So it's another reason for not buying property in the UK. If you're, for buying buy-to-lets, you can buy commercial and you don't have to pay the stamp duty, and you can write the interest off. But in this market, there's it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Maybe I won't be able to find a good solid tenant for a small commercial. I don't know. And then on top of that, I don't live in the UK, so having the time to go property sourcing and buy the property, and if it needs anything doing to it before I rent it out, doing all that, organising all that, I don't really have the time for it. Unless the property is absolutely perfect, ready to rent out, and then you're going to be paying top dollar. So, and you make money off property when you buy, not when you sell, by getting it at a nice cheap discount and low price, and normally that's if it needs a little bit of work and that. So I really don't know, but I do have 3 other mortgages on 3 other properties. 2 of them need to be, they're on variable rate mortgages, and the rate's just going up and up and up. So I need to fix a rate, so I'm going to remortgage 2 properties and fix a rate, and then the other property that's due in October for remortgaging, and I do believe you can sort of remortgage out 6 months before. So I'll probably see if I can lock in a 5% rate or something on a 2-year mortgage on that one, ready to go in October for 2 years while I'm in England this time. Don't do it, man, don't do it, you will die. No good running across the road with a heavy bag of charcoal on your back, is there? I can't wait to get something to eat. I haven't eaten any dinner last night. I haven't really had any breakfast this morning. I had a bounty and a small yogurt. Not really enough. Now it's lunchtime. I've still got to get into the centre. Still got to find a hotel, find somewhere to park my car before I get lunch. So I'm going to get me lunch, and then I'm going to go this afternoon. I'm going to go buy the part that I need for the steering arm, whatever it is. It's like a damper to stop it going left, stop the car from going left and right when you hit a bump, keeping it steady. Golf champion. There's a golf course, Madagascar, here on the right, and on the left this is like a private golf club. Very, very nice. Madagascar's best #1 golf course, I do believe, is there. That's where the president will take all his merry men, all his MPs and that, for a nice little lunch and a bit of golf in the afternoon, I should imagine. Some nice ceramic plant pots for sale on the right. See if I can get some videos in Tanner. Go and see if I can find somewhere where I've never been before. Do some videos. Right, there you go. I think I'll leave this video there, and I'll see you in the next one. Give us a like, give us a sub. Bye for now.